Hello my friends! In this tutorial I'm going to show you how to crochet this Converse All Star baby booties. For these booties I used cotton yarn 125 meters in 50 grams. I used 3 mm hook and I have got baby shoes for 6 to 12-month-old babies. We will start with sole. Pattern for sole looks like this, and I suggest you to do first both soles and then continue with top side. And how to crochet sole like this, there is tutorial on my channel. Link for this tutorial is on right top screen. Just click on this eye in the corner and you will see the link. And when you made both soles, click again on this eye on the right top screen to come back on this video, and in this video we will continue with top side. I made 2 soles. Do not cut the yarn because we will continue 4 more rounds using white yarn. First 4 rounds should look like this. I will use again 3 mm hook. For this last round I used 3.5 mm hook. This chain 1 we did when we made sole and it belongs in this round. Now go into same stitch where we did last slip stitch, but do not take both loops, pick up just this back loop. And then do single crochet. This is first single crochet in this round and we will mark it. Go into next stitch, pick up again just back loop and do single crochet. Into next stitch do single crochet. And in this round we should to have 68 single crochets. Keep going and I will meet you on the end this round. This is my 68 single crochet. On this slip stitch we do nothing, and now do slip stitch on marked single crochet. Now take both these loops. Round 1 is completed. We start round 2, do chain 1, go into first single crochet. That is the same stitch where we did slip stitch. In this round we will pick up both these loops. Do single crochet and mark it. Continue to do 1 single crochet into every stitch, and in this round we should to have again 68 single crochet stitches. This is my 68 single crochet. Then do slip stitch on marked stitch. Round 2 is done. We start round 3 with chain 1. Into first stitch do single crochet, mark it, and then do 1 single crochet into every stitch. Round 3 is the same as round 2. This is my 68th stitch. And do again slip stitch on marked single crochet. Round 3 is done. We are going to start round 4, and this round is the same as round 1. Do chain 1, go into first stitch where we have this slip stitch, but pick up again just back loop. Do single crochet, mark it, for next single crochet, take just back loop, and we should have again 68 stitches in this round. This is my 68th single crochet. Do slip stitch on marked stitch, then chain 1, make it tight, and you can cut the yarn. Now we are going to do this front side. It should look like this. First, we will mark 2 middle stitches. Now count 10 stitches on one side and 10 stitches on other side. This marked stitch is first, second, and this is 10th. Mark it. Do the same on other side. This marked stitch is first, second, and this is 10th. Mark it again. This middle marker we don't need anymore. We have marked 20 stitches, also included marked stitches. Now go into stitch next to marker, grab the yarn, pull through, this tail put on the top, do chain 2, go into next stitch. This tail we will put inside stitches. Do double crochet, and now we are going to do the grease until we reach to this marker. Yarn over, go into next stitch, start to do double crochet but do not complete it, Into next stitch, start to do second double crochet. Now we have 2 unfinished double crochets and 3 loops on the hook, and pull through all loops on the hook. We did first decrease. Now we do second. Start to do first double crochet, then start to do second double crochet, and complete this decrease. This is third decrease. Fourth decrease. Fifth. Sixth. Seventh. And this is 8, our last decrease. Into this marked stitch we do nothing yet. Now we have 8 decreases, and we have this double crochet and chain 2, which replace our 9th decrease. This round is done now. Next we do chain 1, turn your work. Into first stitch, do single crochet. Into next second single crochet. Third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, and 9 we do into this double crochet. This round is done. Then do chain 2, turn, do not go into this first stitch, but go into this second. Start to do double crochet, but do not complete it. Into next stitch, start to do second double crochet, but do not complete it. And we should have 8 unfinished double crochet. This was third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, and 8. Now we have 8 unfinished double crochet and 9 loops on the hook. Yarn over and pull through all 9 loops on the hook. Do chain 1, make it very tight, Now take your hook out and make this loop large enough the ball of the yarn can pass through it. Then pull the ball through the loop . This stitch down should stay tight . And now it looks like this. Insert the hook into marked stitch . Grab this yarn and pull through. This yarn we will put inside stitches and it should be untied. Do chain 1. And now when we reach to this middle, we should have 5 single crochets. Here we have this chain to place. Go into second chain. Do single crochet. This yarn is inside this last stitch. Go into next place, do single crochet, then go into this first chain, do third single crochet, this is fourth, and into loop next to this middle stitch from the last round we do 5th single crochet. On other side we do 5 more single crochets. One, two, 3, 4, 5th we do into this double crochet, not here or here, but here into this double crochet. Into this stitch we do nothing, then go into marked stitch, do slip stitch, then chain 1 and make it tight. Front side is done. Now we can cut the yarn. Our back side should look like this. This is stitch where we did last slip stitch. Then skip one stitch, go into next, grab the yarn, pull through. This tail we will put inside stitches and do chain 3. Yarn over, go into next stitch, start to do double crochet but do not complete it. Into next stitch do unfinished double crochet. We have 3 loops on the hook, then pull through all 3 loops. Then into next 41 stitch we do 1 double crochet into every stitch. Until we get to this place. These double crochets which we are going to do should be straight. If you can't do it straight with this hook size, you can use smaller hook. When you reach to this slip stitch, here we also do 1 double crochet and then keep going until you have 41. I made 41 and now we should have 4 free stitches. Into next 2 stitches we do the grease, so turn these 2 stitches into 1. Then yarn over 2 times, go into next stitch and do 1 triple crochet stitch. It will be hole for the shoestring. Into this one free stitch we do nothing and round 8 is done. In round 9 we are going to do 2 decreases on back side. We will mark the stitches where we will do the decrease. First mark 1 middle stitch, then mark 4th and 5th stitch on one side, and also 4th and 5th stitch on other side. We have 7 stitches between these 2 markers, and on marked stitches we will do the creases. We finished round 8 in this position. Now turn your work, go into stitch where we did last decrease, and here do slip stitch. Then go into next stitch. Here we have this last double crochet from last round. Here we do 1 single crochet, then chain 2, yarn over. Next 2 stitches we will turn into 1. We have 2 unfinished double crochets. Now join them together. Then do 1 double crochet into every stitch until you reach to the marker. We reach the marker, and this is my 12th double crochet. Into these marked stitches we do the decrease, then 7 double crochets, into marked stitches do the decrease again, and then continue with double crochets, I made 12 double crochets, and now we should have 4 free stitches, not included this chain 3. Into next 2 stitches we do 1 decrease, then yarn over 2 times, go into this last double crochet, not here where we did the decrease, and into this double crochet do 1 triple crochet. It is again hole for shoestring. Round 9 is done. In round 10 we are going to do just 1 decrease on back side. Mark 2 stitches on middle, we completed round 9 in this position. Now turn your work, go into this stitch where we did last decrease, do 1 single crochet, then do chain 2, into next 2 stitches do 1 decrease, and now do double crochets until you reach the marker. I made 11 double crochets. These 2 marked stitches we will turn into 1 stitch. And then continue with double crochets. I made 13. Now we have 3 free stitches. Next 2 stitches turn into 1. Then yarn over 2 times. Go into this stitch where we did the grease in previous round, and here do triple crochet. Turn your work. Go into this stitch where we did last grease in previous round, do single crochet, then do chain 2. And again, next 2 stitches turn into 1. Then continue to do 1 double crochet into every stitch until you reach on the other side. And I will meet you there. I made 24 double crochets. We have 3 free stitches before this chain 2 space. Into next 2 stitches, do the grease. Yarn over 2 times. Go into this stitch where we did the grease in previous round, and do triple crochet. Round 11 is completed. I made 4 rounds with green yarn. Now we start round 5. Turn your work. Go into stitch where we did last grease in previous round. Do single crochet. Then do chain 2. And now we do not do grease anymore. We do just 1 double crochet into every stitch, so we will have again 24 double crochets. This is my 24th. Go into this free stitch where we did the grease. Yarn over 2 times. Go into this free stitch where we did the grease and do triple crochet. Turn your work. Go into first double crochet and here do single crochet. Into next stitch do single crochet and continue to do one single crochet into every stitch until you have 24 single crochets. And into this last double crochet from last round we do 24th single crochet. Then chain 1, make it tight, make this loop large enough so the ball of the yarn can pass through it. Take the ball of the yarn and pull through this loop. Make it tight. Next, what we do is single crochets all the way around. Go into this one free white stitch, grab the yarn, pull through. This yarn should be untied. We will put it inside single crochets, which we are going to do. Then do chain 1, go into this chain 3 space and here do 3 single crochets. 1, 2 and 3. Then go under this triple crochet and here we also do 3 single crochets. Then into this chain 2 space do 3 single crochets. Into this triple crochet do 3 single crochets. And this will be 5th segment of 3 single crochets. Go into this first single crochet from last round and here do 2 single crochets first and into the same stitch second. We made 5 holes for the shoestring. Now into next 22 stitches we do 1 single crochet into every stitch. This is my 22. Into this last single crochet from previous round, we do 2 single crochets. 1 and into the same stitch 2nd, so it will be corner. And then again 3 single crochets. Three single crochets. Three single crochets. This is 4th hole with 3 single crochets. And into 5th hole do again 3 single crochet. Now we have this one free white stitch. Go there and do slip stitch. We completed the back side. Now we are going to do front side. Get your hook out. Go into this chain 1 space, not into this single crochet, but into this chain. Make sure that you are not into this stitch down. Grab this loop and pull through. Then do chain 3. Yarn over. Go into this first single crochet, not into this second, but go into this first. And here we do 2 double crochets, first, and into same stitch, second. Then go into second single crochet from previous round, and here we do again 2 double crochets, 1 and 2. Into next stitch do 1 double crochet, into next 1 double crochet, and into next 1 again. We come to the middle. Here we have 7 double crochets and this chain 3 which replaces 1 double crochet. Into next 3 stitches we do 1 double crochet into every stitch. And then into next do 2 double crochets. Into next do 2 double crochets again. We made 7 on this side. And 8 we do into this slip stitch. Make sure that your hook is not into this stitch down. It must be into this slip stitch. In this round we have 15 double crochets and chain 3, so it is 16 stitches. We start next round with chain 3, turn your work, go into second double crochet. On this first we have this chain 3, into second we do 1 double crochet, and keep going to do 1 double crochet into every stitch until you have 15. This is my 14th, and 15 we do into third chain. Then do chain 3, turn your work, yarn over, go into second stitch, do double crochet, and this round is the same as previous, so we should have 15 double crochets. This 15th we do into third chain. We made 3 rounds and we need to have 4 more rounds like this. So it is 7 rounds. Do chain 3, and in this round we do again 15 double crochets. Last double crochet, do into this third chain, we made 4 rounds, so first 7 rounds is completely the same, and in round 8 and 9 we will do the creases. So I will meet you on the end of round 7. I made 7 rounds, and in round 8 we will start with the grease. Do chain 3, turn your work, yarn over, go into second double crochet, start to do double crochet but do not complete it. Into next stitch start to do second double crochet and do not complete it, and now pull through all 3 loops on the hook. Then keep going to do 1 double crochet into every stitch until you have 10. I made 10. Into next 2 stitches, do the grease, and into third chain do 1 double crochet. Round 8 is completed. Round 9 we will start with chain 2. Turn your work, go into this stitch where we did the grease, start to do double crochet but do not complete it, then start to do second double crochet into next stitch, and join them together. Then do 8 double crochet into next 8 stitches. I made 8, and next 2 stitches join together again. Then do chain 2, go into 3rd chain from previous round, and do slip stitch. Then do chain 1, make it tight, and front side is done. You can cut the yarn and the basic of the shoe is complete. These tails we will put inside the stitches. Next, what we are going to do is the shoestring. For shoestring, you will need to start with about 190-200 chains. It depends on the size of the leg. I will make chain 200. I put markers on every 50 chain, then it is much easier to count it. Skip first chain, go into second and do slip stitch. Then into next, do slip stitch and continue to do slip stitches until you get to the end of this round. It looks like this. This is my last slip stitch. Then do chain 1, make it tight, and you can cut the yarn. Then do knots 3 times. Next, what we do is these 2 lines. I will use the same color for both lines, but you can do it in 2 colors if you like it. If you do in 1 color, length you will need is about 5 times yarn over the shoe. This is 5th. You will need some obtuse needle. find this round. Into this round we did single crochets on the back loop, and into this round down we will do the line. Then find this first double crochet, go down into this round, and this is stitch where we will start with line. Insert needle into this stitch. Do not any knots, because we will lace it up later. Into next stitch go down, then go into next stitch, and we will fill every second stitch. And when we come back, we will fill other stitches. Do not tighten it too much. And keep going until you reach to this place. I come to this last double crochet, then turn your work, go into next stitch like this, and keep going until you reach to place where we started. I completed first line. Then lace it up. Go into this place between these two colors. And then do the same thing as on first line. Just now we are going all the way around. In this front part, make sure that you didn't switch into wrong round. Round next to this white line is correct round. This is my last stitch. Do the knot. And you can cut the yarn. Next, what we do is this all-star sign. You can do heart or flower or some other application you like. And how to crochet heart or flower, there is tutorials on my channel. Link for these tutorials is on the right top screen, so click on this eye in the corner and you will get the links. And in this tutorial we will continue with the star. Start with magic ring. Take the yarn with these 3 fingers. Point finger is free. Yarn over point finger. Keep tension with this small finger. Insert hook like this. Grab the yarn, pull through. Do chain 1. And magic ring is done. Now into ring we do 5 single crochets. This is 5th. Then pull up this tail and go into first single crochet. Here we do a slip stitch, then chain 1, into first stitch do 2 single crochets first, and into the same stitch second. Into next stitch do 2 single crochets again, and we should do 2 single crochets into one stitch 5 times. This was 4th. And we do 5th, but this last we will not do into the same stitch, but we will use this slip stitch from last round. Then do slip stitch into first single crochet. In this round we made 10 single crochets. Next round, start with chain 1. Into first stitch we do 1 single crochet. Into second stitch we do 2 single crochets first, and into same stitch second. Into next stitch 1 single crochet, and then into next 2 single crochets into same stitch. We made 2 repeat sections and we need to do 3 more repeat sections. For this last single crochet, you can use this slip stitch again. Then do slip stitch on first single crochet. Chain 1, and you can cut the yarn. This magic ring you can make tight. Then take some smaller hook, pull through some stitch, grab this tail and pull through, and do chain 1 to make safe this end. Now we continue with this sewing. For that you will need length a little longer than yarn over shoe 2 times. With 5 markers, we will mark places for the spits of the star. Mark the place where we made 2 single crochets in 1 stitch. This is first place. Here we also do 2 single crochets. In this place we have 2 single crochet. This is fourth place with 2 single crochets. And this fifth put in the middle. Go into 1 stitch. It is not matter which 1 stitch. Skip 1, go into next, then skip 1 again, go into next, now go into place where we started, then go into next marketplace, then into last marketplace, go into next place, this is place where we started, skip 1, go into next, go into this place, skip 1 and go into next. Now go into middle and then go into spits. And repeat middle and in the spits. Our star is done. And now we will do one black circle around. These two loops should stay on this side. Our sewing is done, and now you can sew it. And our work is done. I hope that you like your work. Thank you very much for watching, and see you soon. Bye bye.